To solve climate change, we need to focus a lot more on clean, sustainable energy use. We believe that the future of transportation might be closer than you think. We are building a highly functional, extremely efficient car of the future in only 9 months. Me and my teammates really do feel like anything is possible. And we're proving that with this project as well. My name is Axel Stroeve and I'm the team manager of EcoRunner Team Delft. EcoRunner is a student team consisting of 23 students from all around the Delft University of Technology, all coming together to build the world's most efficient hydrogen-powered city car, to prove to the world how efficient, cheap, green the transport sector could, maybe even should be.
The time is now to make a change, and it's definitely possible. All the people I've talked to over this year doing this project, everyone says it is definitely possible, and that's what I find really good to see. But there's definitely a lot to do.
For the Eco Marathon in Assen, what we need to do is we need to drive 7 laps within a given time period, and then at the end they check how much fuel we used. This race you don't win by coming in first, but you need to make sure you're as efficient as possible.
And there we'll race against 50 other universities or high schools and see which vehicle is actually the most efficient.
On this technical university and in the Netherlands in general, you learn about sustainability and about climate change from a young age, because it's a very prominent problem here. And not just because it's a problem in general all over the world, but because there is one very immediate threat. A lot of our country lies below sea level. And because of that threat, we have gotten very good in fighting water, building dikes. But at some point, even we cannot hold it off anymore. And there's a very real threat that a part of our country will be submerged in water. This university will be flooded if it doesn't change for the better in the near future. Us Delft University of Technology students firmly believe that technology is going to be the key to solving this problem that we have with our climate.
If we want to make a change, we have to be on top of every technology, on top of every innovation. And EcoRunner is giving the opportunity to a lot of engineers to be on top of that innovation and get to know how this world of innovation and technology works.
It's so important to do something now for climate change, because this is the last moment in history where we can take action.
We really need to make a change and just jump in on our projects and on our way of thinking.
Our vehicle is built to show the world that driving as efficient and cheap and green as we do is not as far-fetched as you might think. Because we have a windshield wiper, we have brake lights, driver sits up straight, we have a luggage compartment, we have everything that an urban car might need. So in theory, just slap a license plate on there and we could actually go onto the road.
Of course, we need a car. It's so integrated in how we live nowadays, especially for outside of the urban areas. Every 1 kilometer your regular petrol car can drive, our EcoRunner can drive 60 kilometers on a green, sustainable fuel, being hydrogen.
And in our car, hydrogen is being transformed into electricity, which then powers our electric motor. And that's how we get our car to move.
When you travel on green hydrogen, the only thing you leave is just water, H2O. Simple as that.
You start such a year having no idea what you're going to do. So the first 2 months we started with planning, writing production plans for our car.
And we have 23 bright minds that work together each and every single day, and they work so hard for this goal.
Building the car from scratch, you just start with nothing, with loose sheets of carbon fiber.
And that calculating and designing with carbon fiber is really complex. So for the high tolerance parts we used aluminum, and for the large bodies of parts we used carbon fiber.
Because to reduce weight, you have to look at every single bolt, every single part, every single nut on the car. And you have to see, how can I make this lighter? That makes it an incredibly complex process to make sure that you shave off a gram here and there. But if you do that enough, then it adds up to kilograms. And that's one of the biggest challenges to make your car more efficient.
At this moment, we still see car productions with all these really big, luxurious cars. Well, we're only driving maybe once in a year. We're going on vacation with the entire family.
We all need to move from A to B, whether it's a short distance or a long distance. But since it's such a large part of our life, we need more sustainable cars as well.
I would say that there are roughly two ways of improving efficiency in your car. One is mechanic, so basically just building the physical car to be as efficient as possible. And there's one where you actually have to drive as efficient as possible.
When I'm driving the race, I'm mostly looking at how much power precisely do we need, and I'm trying to adjust it. And other than that, I only really have to steer. I mean, the car does most of the throttle itself, so we programmed that beforehand.
And there's a lot of data going in and coming out of that to make sure that that is all configured to be as precise as possible, to make sure that our car drives as efficiently as possible during the competition.
So data is very important because a person doesn't really know when the motor is the most efficient, and by using data to calculate how to do that and implementing that by letting the car drive autonomously, we can take out the human error and drive even more efficiently.
I am really looking forward to the Shell Eco Marathon, if not only for meeting other teams and other team managers and discussing how they built their cars, how they set up their teams and how they experienced this year and what their vision for their car is. It'll be really fun to meet those other teams. So in about 24 hours time, we'll be on the road with this car in the back of our trailer, driving to the TT circuit in Assen, where we will start our preparations for our competition, Shell Eco Marathon, where we will race this car against other universities and schools from all around the world who have created a similar car to see which one is actually the most efficient vehicle in the world. And it makes me incredibly proud to say that the car is here now and that it's finished, it's up and running, with a team that is happy and that has learned so much this year, and a team that is also proud of each other for their collaboration, cooperation, and with this magnificent car as a result.
We're at the TT circuit and we're at the Shell Eco Marathon, where our team, Eco Runner Team Delft, is racing in the endurance race to be granted the most efficient hydrogen-powered vehicle on this circuit today.
I feel amazing, but not just for me, but for these guys. This has been a full year just coming together and being officially successful, and can't wait to see the car on track.
So the fun starts for me now. I can finally start driving, which is great. A really strange mix of nerves and excitement, but I'm feeling great.
Just now went for our final attempt with some final tweaks in the strategy. There was one more trick to be pulled and it actually worked, so we managed to improve the efficiency once more. We've now set it at 5,411 kilometers per kilograms. So we just now proved very vigorously that this car, the Eco Runner 12, is the world's most efficient hydrogen-powered city car, officially.
We're building this car to really show people that the technology, the financial support, the willingness of businesses and people is already here. We just really need more people to really contribute to our projects and to our way of thinking. And if we just stay enthusiastic about it, I think we can turn this around in a bigger way and to conquer the transport world.
Our generation is ready to take actions to push the boundaries of what technology can do to push everything that we can do.
EcoRunner Team Delft message is that we should promote a sustainable future, especially in the automotive sector, by showing what is possible and showing how green, how efficient, how cheap that could be. Winning Jal Eco Marathon is just a means of proving our message. And if we can alter the minds of only a couple dozen people about the energy transition and about their own choices, then our year will be successful. And we prove that message by actually building it and showing people what this car can do. So I hope to contribute to improving the world in such a way to show kids that their mommy and daddy contributed to the peak of CO2 emissions going down. And that means that we're okay now and we have a future before us.